guys looking forward to in 2017?
Dude, I'll let you.
Media, media-wise?
I'll let you. I'll take the last one on this one. Just
Oh.
in general, what are you looking for? What are you guys looking forward to in 2017? Doesn't have to be media, but what are you guys looking forward to?
Oh, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. That has been pushed back. I got pushed back all this year, and it's the sequel to The Stick of Truth. I am very much waiting for South Park, The Fractured Butthole. That's what I'm waiting on. Other than that, I take it as it comes. I'm looking forward to doing another year as a magic show. So long as they'll let me be there, I'm gonna do it. And then staying employed and not homeless. That's always something I look forward to doing.
Benefit.
Yeah,
That's
2016 was a good
beneficial.
year for you for that one.
Yeah.
Movie-wise, I have a series. So the most recent Underworld movie was supposed to come out actually this year, 2016, and it's been pushed back to January 6th. So I guess that's the next movie I'll probably see in theaters. I want to see Beauty and the Beast, the live action. I'm pretty excited for that. The trailers look really cool. I'm not super thrilled about the way the Beast looks, but I think Disney has a really big window of opportunity to win me over. Not that they care what I
They
think.
just posted Emma Watson singing a song on Twitter not too long ago.
Nice. I'll have to go look that up. I didn't see that.
It was like, listen to Emma Watson singing something from Beauty and fuck what I know what it is, but it's out there.
Nice. Guardians 2. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. I really, really loved it. I've probably seen it at this point 8 or 9 times. So I'm worried that they're going to mess it up, but I also really like the trailers. I really hope they do well because I really do love the first movie. So I'm kind of hoping that that'll be good. I want to see Dunkirk, which is not as geeky.
Yeah,
It's
that's
much
good.
more
I'm
historical.
kind of pumped about that too.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I think it's coming out in May, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of pumped about
Stephen
that.
King has two books that have been adapted for movies, The Dark Tower and It. It freaked me the hell out the first time. I had never really read adult horror before. Oh my God. I'm not terrified of clowns, but I'm very leery of them.
That was the other thing that was this year. You should just remind me, the clown craze of over summer. Wow, I forgot about that. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
How crazy would that be if that turned out to be viral marketing for It?
That was a theory for a while, is that people thought this was all about It, but no. Apparently, I got an internet friend of mine. He checks. He goes, this goes all the way back to 2008. They've been doing their thing.
Okay. Star Wars Episode 8 will be out. And then as far as TV, not Westworld. Westworld will not return until 2018, unfortunately. But the Defenders, I know. But the Defenders, Marvel's sort of conglomerate Netflix series, which will have Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil. Is Punisher going to be in the Defenders, Andrew? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, I don't think because his first series I don't think comes out until the beginning of 2018.
Well, he's also not considered a hero either. Like in that.
That's true.
At least in the Netflix series, he's not really.
No, Punisher's just a man.
Punisher just fucks some shit up, is what he does.
Man.
He's a vigilante.
I gotta get back at Tracy for making me watch Westworld. That's the other thing I'm looking forward to in 2017.
Vengeance.
I have to
sweet vengeance.
Sweet vengeance to get Tracy to watch something where she just goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe he made me watch this."
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, something. Oh no, I'm gonna make her watch something.
No, because that means you have to watch it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
the one other thing is, so I've been waiting. There's a book that I started talking about, I think 2 or 3 years ago, called The Lies of Locke Lamora, and it is one of the very best high fantasy books it's not even high fantasy, it's just fantasy. One of the best written, most cohesive, most adherent to its own, natural laws, its own magical system. It's so smooth flowing. The characters are interesting, internally consistent. Thank you.
The word is rational.
I think that Dude would even like it because the
magic.
heroes
No,
are nuanced. They're not good guys. They're definitely gray, which is something that Dude talks about all the time, about how the good guys are never gray. Sometimes the bad guys are nowadays, but not so much the good guys. But anyway, so it's called the Gentleman Bastard series, and the fourth one we've been waiting almost as long, well, at least to me it feels, as the more recent George R. R. Martin. It's not true. We've been waiting about 3 or 4 years, but they keep pushing back the release date because the author keeps not getting it finished. So who knows? We may not get that.
I would love to see Tracy read some of the Warhammer stories, because I think she would just make her mad, because she would just sit there and go, "This is just Tolkien mean. It's just really mean Tolkien." Yes. It's just so clearly a ripoff, and I don't think they hide it, but I would just love to see her make her mad.
That probably would make me mad.
Nice.
Ugh. Anyways, so yeah, I'm hoping that the last of the Gentleman Bastard series comes out this year.
Yeah.
Currently, it says March 1st, so we'll see.
So, Yeah, there's a few things I'm looking forward to. Movie-wise, I mean, most of the superhero stuff. Wonder Woman is probably towards the top of that list. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it could be really good. It could be Suicide Squad bad.
God, that movie was so awful. God, that was really the worst film of the year, Suicide Squad. Oh.
No, that is actually my worst film of the year as well.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one.
Well, it was between that and Ghostbusters, and I have to say, like, Ghostbusters at least had potential, and it looked good in places where Suicide Squad just looked bad too.
Yeah, it did.
No, so there's that. I can't think of any books that I'm looking forward to. There's actually some gaming stuff I'm looking forward to. I just jumped on a Kickstarter for one. Basically, it's a science fiction cover of the D&D 5th edition rules, and there is also a new Star Trek game that's supposed to be coming out in the middle of the year. And Star Trek role-playing games have been rough in the past, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this one works. Yeah, that's about it for me.
I will say we should try and look forward to 2017 because the Therefore I Geek crew is going to try and do panels at Comic-Cons.
Yes.
We're going to try and get in that. And that's like a thing people should watch out for wherever our fans may be.
Yeah. No, that'll be
better
fun.
reach out.
Yeah, we've got a couple of we've got one that we've been working on, the Orwell panel, Dudes Research Project. Tracy and I are also discussing some topics that we would also like to just talk about, and I've also come up with one for my side project as well. So
yeah,
I think that's it though. I mean, 2016, a couple more hours left, and
yeah, I will say this: everyone talks about like, oh, it was a tough year, a rough year, all that kind of stuff. I do want to put it in perspective before we close it out. Is that every year, despite the plane crashes, the terrorism, the celebrities dying, and Tracy making me watch Westworld, the world does get better. And every year, progress has been moving forward, and there really has been much in the way of regress. So even though there's like all these bad things, you don't hear about all the planes that did land. You don't hear about the people who didn't die in floods. You don't hear about all the people who didn't die in earthquakes. When earthquakes happen, there used to always be a large number of people get killed. Now it's, relatively small considering if the earthquake happens in a poor country or not. So, fewer people die every flood. I mean, if you just look at think of it this way, and one little factoid about human poverty, and I want to leave this on a positive note. In 1981, I'm quoting from humanprogress.org. It's a website that just charts how things have been going for the planet. In 1981, the year Ronald Reagan became America's 40th president, 44.3% of the world lived in extreme poverty. This is to say, less than $1.90 per day. Last year, it was 9.6%. That's a decline of 78%. Wow. In East Asia, a region of the world that includes China, 80.6% of people lived in extreme poverty. Today, 4.1% do, a 95% reduction. In sub-Saharan Africa, a relatively underperforming region, the share of population living on less than $1.9 per day dropped by 38%. So folks, for all the bad stuff you hear, just think every day the world is getting safer, richer, more prosperous, more gadgets. So it's things are always getting better. Just keep that one in mind.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, folks, if you like what we do, make sure you head on over to thereforeigeek.com. Check out our blog posts and our podcasts. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can find this podcast and other podcasts like it on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and YouTube. So once again, I'm Andrew.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Dude, watching Ronda Rousey get fucked up again. We'll play that one back. Boom.
And you've been listening to
Happy New Year.
Geek.
Boom. Boom.